anything?
No, that's okay. You
Thank you,
can
buddy.
stream. You can stream this if you'd like.
Thank you, buddy.
Yeah, that's fine. Thank you for asking permission. I think that's the proper thing to do.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. I can turn it off.
We've
Uh,
had experiences in the past where people just started their fucking stream.
yeah,
and,
or
don't say
or
anything.
yeah, they don't say anything. They don't even tell you like they're streaming.
Or we've had people freak out because you say you're gonna stream, but like they think you started your stream already, and so they're freaking out.
Yeah, so it's the appropriate thing to do to ask. But that makes sense. You seem like a man of respect, so appreciate that. What? So you play poker, man? Tell me about this poker thing. What website do you play on again?
Well, we play on Poker Stars, and we play it as a home game, which makes it for fun money. Since I'm in Maryland, it's illegal. But if you play for fun money, you can get around that and then collect everything from Venmo. And then we pay it out based on the winning, whoever wins the game. That's how we do it. It's fun.
Okay, so you
Kinda
do a
getting
private
around it.
game. Yeah, but you also said that you do it with cryptocurrency.
Oh, we do that on. I do that on America's Card Room. Friend of mine, I gave him $550. His name is Bacon. He's a N2M Bacon. He's a streamer also. A good friend of mine, and he has a Coinbase account, which I just opened. And since I didn't have one, I had to get. I didn't have to, but I gave him $550 in Venmo, and he gave me $500 in Bitcoin, which comes in some kind of code, and then they
Yeah.
plug that into the America's Card Room, and then that hooked me up for $500 worth of their currency, their poker money. And that's how I got around being in Maryland and being able to play online for $1 bets. Hey, Alec, how you doing, buddy? But anyway, that's what I did.
Okay, I mean it sounds a little
Hokey
bit confusing. Yeah.
Sorry
Uh,
about that, but that's how it
No,
works.
no. So I mean, for the
we
whole
got him. We got him again. We got him again.
Got me again. How'd you get me again?
You're getting around rules.
Well, I'm telling you the
got him.
truth. What do you want me to do? I tell you the
We
truth.
got him. We got
you
him.
know, well, I mean, like, he knows how the system works. So he knows how to
Yeah.
the loopholes. I bet he's really good at his taxes.
I am good at my taxes. Now, damn it, I used to work for those freaking boneheads, so I am good at my taxes.
I bet. All right, so the Poker Stars, you can still gamble on Poker Stars, but you have to do a like a private home game. Is that
That's what we did. And if you ever want to get in, you're sure welcome to. I'll back you. I always back the person first for free, like giving out a crack hit. If you want to play with us, DBO, I'll back you for the
Okay.
first time for free.
So
And then
hold
you
on,
got to put in your own money.
So let me try to understand this. Let me see if I'm getting this correctly.
Go ahead.
You play a private game on Poker Stars, but there's no money connected on Poker Stars.
Correct. Absolutely
you guys,
correct.
You guys have like a gentleman's bet amongst yourselves, and then you guys send the winner the money.
That's exactly right. We pay through Venmo. So then Poker Stars is out of the loop.
Yeah, they don't have
that's-
any.
They don't have
connection
any
to
of the money
at all.
part of it, no.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Yeah, I got.
And if you want to play, I'll back you and you play and whatever. It's on. You get on. It's a Facebook account. We got a little. We've been playing for 40 years, man. Same group of guys. You know what I mean? Not the same. Whatever. A bunch of the guys have been playing for a long time, and then new guys filter in here and there.
Okay, so the other one that you play on, the one where you buy in with crypto.
Right.
Um,
It's called America's Card Room. That's all
America's
they take is
Card,
crypto.
okay. So they only take crypto.
Right.
And then so you create an account on that web page, you deposit some crypto, and then they exchange it for their own coins or something like that,
Correct.
their own currency.
That's exactly correct. Now, the guy who got me into it's a guy who streams. He's called the capital N2, the number 2, M, the letter M, Bacon, his name is. He's a streamer. He gets a bunch of, I don't know if he's on tonight. I don't think he's on tonight. He only streams during the week. But anyway, he gave me $500 worth of cryptocurrency for $550. So he walked away with a cool $50. He was happy, and then he went person to person and gave me in order to get the bonus, he had to give me the crypto, what's called, like there's like a code, and then I put that into a brand new account, and then they gave me the bonus of matching. They do a little matching bonus if you put the money in directly. So anyway, that's how that worked, DBO.
Okay, so that's interesting, and then you could do poker on there, and I'm assuming there's different games, different limits. Oh gosh,
yeah, they offer everything that all those normal sites offer. So it's kind of fun.
So I'm assuming there's just cash games. There's also tournaments that you can buy
cash and tourneys and sit and goes, and they play Omaha also, high-low. But I don't play any of that. I mostly play just the cash games. And I play a 1 cent, 2 cent, no limit game, which is you buy in for $2, so you can just play for almost forever for $500 like I put in. You know what I mean? So I just have fun with it. That's all. And the daggone Republicans took that away from me a long time ago when one of those Bible Belt guys said we can't gamble anymore in Maryland. And I called him. I called his office and spoke to a lady, and I said, I want to tell you I'm a hard worker, and I only want to bet $1 a game. And she said, is that all you got to say? That's it. Screw you. You know what I mean? She said, look, we're Bible Belt Republicans, and you shouldn't be gambling. Save your goddamn money, is what she said.
That's how it works with politicians. You say, like, you can call your constituent, and then you call them, and they're like, basically like, fuck off.
Sam says gambling is for heathens. That's what she told me, Sam. More or less, she told me gambling was for heathens. Just what Sam said.
So I don't recall what happened with Poker Stars, because I used to play for money on Poker Stars.
Yeah.
But I thought there's something happened. I think that was like nationwide, and they stopped gambling.
Right. They put it through on it was a defense bill that was going to go through no matter what, and one of those guys put through unfortunately it was a Republican. He put through that no gambling was allowed, and that's it. They cut it by the throat, man.
And so that's what happened to.
That's what happened to us.
So
now we got to do cryptocurrency to get around from them. You know what I mean?
Because we're not gambling money. We're gambling crypto.
Well, we are gambling money because my Bank of America is the one who
gambling data.
My Bank of America puts the money into the Coinbase cryptocurrency account, and the crypto-based coin account puts it out in some kind of code. But it's the only time I ever bought crypto. Some of my friends invest in that. I think they're crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I used to mine crypto. I have a Coinbase account, so like I'm a little familiar with it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so you know what's up. You know what's up.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess that's the workaround, right? Because it is crypto, I guess it's not technically like legal currency.
Right, I don't know. Who knows?
And you know what I mean? I guess that's the loophole, and thus we're allowed to gamble with it.
Who knows? I just like to have fun and put a little bit of... There has to be a little bit of money on the line, or it's no fun to play. You know what I mean?
I agree.
But
yeah,
Zook just said we should send your money to Ukraine. And I don't want to send my money to Ukraine. In fact, I about had sending enough to Ukraine. I'm a liberal, and I about had it. I about had it enough with Ukraine. In fact, the Republicans just stopped us from sending $26 billion to the Ukraine, and I'm glad. How about that? Because I'm tired of sending them bastards money. They got our A1... What are those Abrams tanks called? Anyway, they got those. Send them up the Russians' ass and leave us alone.
Was the M1 Abrams?
Yeah.
Something like yeah.
That's enough, Stack.
So you said they just stopped. They just stopped at 28. Was that a part of the
Senate?
Yeah. Well, I mean, right now they're trying to negotiate like a spending bill to keep the government open.
Right, and I think the Senate part of it had 26 million towards the Ukraine, but they're not going to. What's his name? The head of the Congress is not going to not going to do that, which I'm okay with.
Yeah, and you had Biden going up there like even if the government shuts down, we're still sending money to Ukraine. I was like, no.
Biden can't do that. Now stop it. It's only the Congress that controls the purse strings.
Exactly.
Yeah, but we keep sending money.
I know. I've had it.
It's more the uniparty. Like even the Republicans are voting to send the money over there.
Message deleted by moderator. Sam, what did you say? God, it says, damn it, I'm going to get my ass banned again. Fetterman controls the purse strings. Fetterman is about at it. He's psychologically all jammed up.
The Zuckus found out how to make jokes. They did poker stars and talk about Fetterman, controlling things. Okay.
Fetterman.
Speaker in jokes. Found out jokes.
Oh, here's nobler than you.
Too much power.
Yeah, Fetterman, man. I don't know how that happened. I really don't.
It happened because of the Republican that ran against him. It's fucking Dr. Oz or whatever. It's like.
So yeah, it's just.
It's like who'd you think was gonna win that? Like, come on, Dr. Oz. Jeez.
The Republicans putting forth bad candidate.
Yes.
I got a couple of viewers for you. There's viewers viewing me, viewing you.
You can. Funny. Well, thank you.
Happy
Hello,
day.
everybody.
Happy day.
But you can say that, like, right? It's the Republicans putting forth a bad candidate, but then you look at Fetterman and go, how do you get a much worse of a candidate than that?
Because you have a lot of Democrats that'll just vote for anybody that's a Democrat.
Oh, stop it! I'm a Democrat. Now you stop it. Stop talking about us like that.
I'm saying a lot. I'm not saying everyone. I'm just saying
Okay.
a lot of them that just that at this point have become like where they'll vote for anybody. I mean, there's people on the Republican side that'll do the same thing, vote for a Republican just because they're a Republican and not the Democrat.
Yeah, they're party loyalists,
right.
I guess you could say.
We're all party loyalists. It sucks.
Party loyalist over like the good candidate.
Right, it sucks. One thing I will say about Trump was when he became president, I said he is my president and I'm all in for this guy. So I'll say
about Biden? What about Biden?
I say I'm all in for him too. I'm an American. I'm an American.
I mean, the thing is, like, I don't want like him to fail in the sense of like making America like worse.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like I don't want the president to fail because then then America fails.
Right.
That's stupid. But I can still laugh at Biden.
I know he is. I wish we had other choices. I told DBO the other night. I wish we had other choices.
We need better choices.
Anybody would be better. I mean, my God, I vote for DBO. Not just anybody. You make a good president, DBO.
Well, the thing is, we need someone that's younger that has like drive and ambition and is actually gonna like live hopefully live long and
more than 2 weeks. Amen.
More than 2 weeks after they're done doing their damage.
Amen.
They're gonna have to live 40, 50 years after they do their damage.
You got my vote, and you got to quit sniffing people. I mean, somebody's got to tell this cat to quit sniffing people.
Exactly. Stop smelling people.
Stop smelling people. I mean, somebody had to tell him that.
And put down the ice cream cone. Okay?
Yeah.
Come on. It's like getting old. You're having too much ice cream. Okay.
Yeah, I agree. I am Tennessean. Yes, it's Tennessean. Hey, number one Tennessean.
Yeah, Siege, I was just looking at that. I'm like, who the fuck is this Ninja Turtle server up here? And then I realized that's my server.
Yeah.
I thought it was like PUBG's or something, and then it just dawned on me right now. I was just looking at it like, what the? Oh, that's me. That's my server.
Oh, it's a fucking. Okay, I see. Okay,
I'm pretty sure it's a Pepe.
It's a Pepe.
I tell you what,
if you look in the general chat, you can see the icon.
It certainly looks like a Teenage Mutant Ninja. It certainly looks like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Yeah. When it's small, it does look like a turtle.
I mean, it definitely looks like a Ninja Turtle.
Yeah.
update.
Which I'm not mad at, you know.
So DBO, did you ever say what was your best rock band or your best band?
It would be ICP, yeah.
ICP, Insane Clown Posse, no shit. Okay,
yeah,
well
man.
that's hardcore, man. Shit.
Yeah, like I said earlier, I was a big fan when I was like in high school and middle school, and I was always a fan. I drove across the country to go to their 3 or 4 day music festival. I did that like twice. I was just always a big fan of their shit.
Cool.
So I mean, I guess if I had to pick one specific favorite, it would be the Clowns.
Okay, buddy, I'm buying into it.
Yeah.
There was a thing I saw like a couple weeks ago that it was like an interview with them, whatever, and there's like someone talking about like the Fuego, and basically how like they the brand that like has into like won't sponsor them basically, and how basically like it's like they're the ones keeping them alive, like that company alive, and they won't sponsor them, you know.
Yeah. By the James is like, no, they're not gonna touch us.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. But
But they're the only reason why they're still, that company's still alive, you know.
Yeah, they go through a lot of Fago 2-liters at their shows.
Yeah, well, and bands at the band, will go and buy Fuego, so.
Yeah.
So it's like.
So Stack, how about your favorite band, just for the shits and giggles?
I don't know.
Come on.
I don't know if I had to say. Probably be AC/DC.
Oh, that's the best ever. God, that's the best ever.
Like if I had to like narrow it down to one, it'd probably be AC/DC.
Yeah, well, that's the best ever. That's not hard.
I feel like that's a tough question. It's like asking what your favorite movie is. Like, there's so many movies, so many bands.
I got you.
You know.
Yeah.
I like Green Day, guys. I like Green Day. They're laid back.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't mind some of Green Day, but it's probably not my favorite stuff. When I listen to rock, I like my rock like Green Day's a little more like punk music to me.
It is.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's not how I like my rock. I like my rock like fucking rock, like metal.
I know.
Like Godsmack. Or
Disturbia. Have you ever heard that song by Disturbia?
I was gonna say Disturbed.
Oh, whatever that band is that sings. He goes, and he goes, ooh, I can't do it.
That's Disturbed.
Okay.
Yeah. So like that, like Slipknot, or like I was always a big fan of like Metallica. I like some Pantera. You know what I mean? Like those are like more like rock, like metal, I guess.
Yeah.
Instead of like punk band. You know what I mean? Like they're all rock, but they have different vibes to it. In the grand scheme of things, they're all rock, but there's definitely a different vibe to like Pantera than like Green Day.
Yeah. So today I'm streaming a stream of you, DBO. That's different for me. I usually stream video games and shit.
Yeah, you where do you have your channel? Are you in like just chatting or
just chatting? Yeah. PUBG
I've been just chatting too. Maybe I'll move over to the politics area.
And then we can start talking about politics. Oh, this guy wants to sell me some custom graphics, and maybe I can help your Twitch channel graphics. Get out of here, man. I don't want no graphics. No, I'm just kidding.
PUBG, you could become famous.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. I should hook up with this guy. This guy's trying to sell me something. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. He'll make you famous.
I mean, if you want to hook up with dudes, that makes sense. You're a Democrat.
DBO, I hooked up with you. How did I hook up with you?
It makes sense. We know how you Democrats are over there.
I know. Dude, I gotta grab a cup of coffee. BRB in 10 seconds.
All right. I made a gay joke.
Yeah, I know. And they
I feel like it was kind of a classy gay joke, though, right?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I mean, I don't know, like no Democrats are gay. Like, it's not where the gay vote lies, right?
I could be gay if you want me to be gay. I could be gay.
Hey, I mean, there are gay Republicans, though. You know.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think
There-
probably
there-
a
there-
little far and few between. I would say the overall majority of the gay vote is they're voting Democrat. Let's be
Right.
honest.
I agree.
Wasn't
I
there
agree.
some like I think it was like a movie or TV show or something where there was like someone like went to like some like it was like basically a gay Republican like thing. It was like Lincoln something or something like that. This group and it was like the gay Republican group or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. I know there's like the Lincoln Project,
No, that's no.
which actually I
think
saw.
the project's a bunch of turncoats.
I saw a clip today. I didn't get a chance to watch it, but it's on Patrick Bet David's podcast, which I enjoy. I don't know if you guys know who that is. He's got one of the members or something of the Lincoln Project, and I guess the guy was saying that January 6th was worse than 9/11,
Oh.
and it was like heated debate between the two of them.
I think 9/11 was worse. Come on now. Come on.
Yeah.
I would agree. But apparently, like there are people that think that January 6th was worse than 9/11.
Okay, I found the group. It is kind of related to Lincoln because the log cabin thing. It's log cabin Republicans is the group.
Sam wants to join us. Can Sam join us? I'm all for it. All you got to do is click the stream thing. Anyway, life is good. I didn't mean to kill everything. Come on now, guys. Smile, DBO.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Oh,
I
okay,
mean,
okay.
I don't like Sam has a long history around.
Oh,
here.
okay, okay. I didn't know. Okay. Okay.
Me and Sam also have a long history. Of
Okay.
hating me.
Okay. Love,
Reason
peace, and
hates me.
love.
I know. I know.
and love.
I was gonna ask Stack. I was like, "Oh no, Stack, how do you feel about that?"
Like I don't really give a shit.
Well, peace and love. I don't care. I just want to.
I mean,
don't
I
care.
hung out with him in Killer Stevens Discord the other night, and we didn't have a terrible time talking, but we were just talking about bullshit, computers and stuff like that.
Right.
And then the other night we hung out, and Sam was trying to talk food, and I was like, I'd rather talk to the wall.
I'd rather shoot myself in the fucking head.
Then
No.
talk to
Excuse
Sam
my
about
language.
food.
Rather. Okay. Sorry.
Like,
I agree with that. I'd rather do that than talk to Sam about food.
Okay,
like,
guys.
man.
Now I'm buying into it. All of a sudden, I'm voting for Trump. What the fuck? All right, easy now. Life is good. This coffee is good. Life is good. I am high.
we could let Sam in.
I am high as a kite.
We could let him in, and then if he bothers us, we could kick him out.
Yeah.
And then kick him out of voice, and then kick him out of the Discord again.
With parameters. It's all with parameters.
He'll probably just leave on his own. Honestly.
Stack is from California. I love California. I was in San Ramon for 5 weeks working on a detail there. The only thing that killed me was the cost of living.
You weren't here long enough.
Well, yeah. San Francisco jammed me up a little bit. There was a lot of
5 weeks isn't long enough.
there was a lot of people living in an alternative lifestyle there, which really threw me for a loop from Maryland. Because they ain't that many of them to here. And I don't want to say, I don't want to be mean. I mean, I want to be.
It's because they're all in San Francisco.
Yeah.
and all in L.A. as well.
Stop
They're all in
it.
San Francisco and L.A.
I drive. Sometimes I drive.
Mainly the Hollywood, West Hollywood part of L.A.
I live in PG County, Maryland, guys. If you know anything about where I live, you better pack I keep a shotgun by my front door, okay? That's all there is to it. And I'm a liberal.
I mean, that's just being prepared.
You know it.
sometimes I drive around and I drive all around town, but there's like a particular couple of neighborhoods that I go through, and I mean, rainbow flags everywhere. You know what I mean?
Oh,
and let me
God.
tell you, you will. There's a couple of houses that have the rainbow flags, and they also have the Ukraine flag hanging on the front of their house. And every time I see it, I'm like, all I could think of is like, I support the current thing. You know what I mean? Whatever the current thing is, that's what I support.
Yeah, it's not really a thing where I'm at, because I live in a very Hispanic area, so yeah.
Hey, tell me about my neighborhood. Just cut it out now.
Hey,
It's
I live in
okay.
I live in a very Hispanic neighborhood as well. It's called Florida.
Oh, you live in Florida?
Yeah.
I live in SoCal, so I mean,
You're lucky, man. Florida is beautiful. You're lucky. Now that's it. You just come to Maryland in the wintertime and your ass is frozen. That's all there is to it.
Yeah, it doesn't even really get. You would even consider Florida winter cold. Like, I think sometimes it might dip into the 30s.
yeah, that's about what it gets here. That's about what it gets here. Like the coldest I think I've felt here is like maybe like 33, 34, something like that. It's about as cold as it gets. It's like low mid 30s is like the coldest it gets here.
I think
Basically, you just stay away from the mountains and you're good. Basically, and you're not gonna freeze your ass off in California.
I think last winter when it started to get cool, I just had the windows open in my house for pretty much like 4 months straight.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know. Like, I think there was one time I turned the heater on in my house last winter.
Just so you're lucky, man. You live in paradise.
Yeah, we turned on the heater here. I mean the thing is, like last Christmas, 80 degrees on Christmas Day. Like we had like a little small spurt of heat.
Yeah.
We had a little small little spurt of heat right there around Christmas time. So I showed up on so my mom was on Christmas in shorts.
Yeah, but I mean, like, there's a give and take, you know. The rest of the year, it's fucking balls hot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and the humidity down here, it's very humid. I mean, like, you walk outside and you'll start sweating from the time you go from your front door to get to your car. You know what I mean? Like, you're already sweating.
Yeah,
Like, it hits you like instantly.
Yeah, we only get like sometime when it's like we get like a little bit of humidity like that. Usually it's like 20s, 30s, something like that. It's the highest it gets here.
Do you know how, like, in the winter, like, it might be so cold where, like, you guys just stay in the house? That's basically how it is for me in summer in Florida. I'm like, it's so fucking hot. Like, I'm not leaving my house. Like, I'm not leaving the air conditioning. It's so fucking hot.
Exactly, like that. Yeah, I feel that. Like sometimes it's like, yeah, I'm turning the air conditioner. I'm not leaving. Like it's not worth it. Like, cause you go outside, you step outside, and it's just a blast of like heat. Like you immediately get super hot. Like your body is super hot. And you're like, you turn around and go back inside.
Yeah, it like takes your breath away. It's like walking into like an oven. You know, like it's like ugh. You know, it really does take your breath away. Let's pick a fun topic.
We did get pretty high humidity when that tropical storm rolled through. It was.
A tropical storm, you say?
I mean, we didn't get hit with like too much of it. Like we didn't get hit like freaking Palm Springs or whatever. They got hit pretty good with rain.
Do you Evac? Do you want to be on Discord with?
Winter rain.
I'm on a different Discord, Evac, right now. I'm on with my buddies. He has his own Discord, so I just sent you ours. I'm sorry, sir.
I tell you what, I'm gonna grab another beer and take a leak. I guess I got something we can talk about.
Okay.
And it might be a little, you know.
Who cares?
I don't know.
Anything.
It might be a little. Okay. All right. Well, let me go take a leak, and I'll come back and hit us with a little political conversation.
Okay. And Stack, now it's me and you. So I got to ask you another question. How about what is your favorite dessert? And it's quiet. I can hear crickets.
It's,
Come on, man. Your favorite dessert. How about that? That kills a little time while he takes a squirt.
I would say, gotta be some kind of ice cream.
Ice cream. I love ice cream. Okay, well, that's easy. I love ice cream. Neapolitan, chocolate, vanilla. Come on, what is it?
I mean, I like it all. Like
You like it all. Oh, my God. You're not acting like a conservative. You got to be more poignant. Come on.
I'm not a conservative.
Oh, well, I'm a liberal, so you expect me to be vanilla. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, like Neapolitan's good. I like a rainbow sherbet.
Oh, nice.
Good.
That's good after you eat. That clear your palate. That's good. That's
Yeah,
good. That's
That's
good.
good.
Now, DBO, let's look at his
sometimes I
apartment. Let's
like
look at where
a,
he lives. He has a
Sometimes I
Trump
like
flag
like
hanging.
like a moose tracks or a
Ooh.
or like a what's that one with the almonds and the marshmallows?
Oh, that's is it Tin Roof Sunday or was it
No, what's it called?
what's it
It's
called?
like a chocolatey thing, but it's got like almonds and marshmallows in it.
Yeah, I know. I know what you're talking about. So I'm gonna go buy some now. You done hooked me. I need some ice cream now.
Those are like kind of like the three. I mean, I also like sometimes like a mint chocolate chip or something.
Oh, I like that too.
good
Me and you
too.
got the same taste, buddy. Because
If
I
it's
like
vanilla,
everything.
like,
That's
if
that's
it's-
why
and
I
it's like-
hate it
and
because
it's
I'm
like
fat.
vanilla, like it depends on what. Like I'm just having vanilla. I kind of like the vanilla bean, but if it's like with like a pie
DVO,
or
DVO,
something
your
like
your
that,
face tells it all.
if it's like a pie or something, then obviously like the French vanilla.
Look, DBO, we were killing time while you took a squirt.
Yeah,
Now
yeah.
just cut it out.
Jeez.
I'm gonna let Sam join
What
the conversation.
Snickerdoodle cookie.
Let Sam join and spice it up. Come on, let him spice it up.
What kind of
We're talking about
choice is
vanilla
that?
frickin' ice cream here. What else? He's got to bring some spice to this stuff.
Yeah,
Well,
he's bringing Snickerdoodle cookie dough. What
Yeah,
is that?
let Sam bring some
What
spice
the-
to this
What the
conversation.
hell?
I'm
hell's
trying.
that?
I'm trying to let if he wants to join the conversation, I will let him.
Okay.
I can't guarantee you that I won't kick him out of the conversation.
This guy Evac Rack wants to join our conversation from my side. Want me to send him an invite, or is that not good?
Eve, do you know this guy or? Is he
I
a
don't
random?
know him from Adam, so just skip it. I don't know anybody. I don't know these guys. They're just
Okay, I found it. It's Rocky Road. That's what it is.
so I'm not going to invite somebody to your site that I don't know. I'm
I
sorry.
was thinking of-
I don't want to be responsible for trouble.
Well, let's be honest. I didn't know you either.
That's right. I could be a freak.
And
I'm sitting here in my underwear watching you right now.
well, I'm currently I don't even have underwear. You're no better than I am. But to be honest, like I didn't know you, and I let you on.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's
And
true.
that seemed to work out. So I tell you what, if he wants to join, he is welcome to.
All right. Well, I'll send him an invite.
I mean, hey, I didn't know you when I first met you guys. I didn't know you that long, and I took my shirt off on stream with you guys.
Oh
so.
shit.
What?
I'm glad we deleted all of those clips.
Yeah.
I am glad we did that.
Yeah. Was.
Life is good.
And he knew whose fault it was that we did that.
Was it Sleepy?
Well, the person that first person
Oh,
that showed
it says
up
to
was,
invite.
was,
Invites are disabled. Oh,
what was
shit.
it? Something Liberty.
Yeah, Base Liberty.
Base Liberty showed up with no shirt on, and then Sleepy was like, "Hey, let's take our shirts off."
Oh, I know my fat ass took my shirt off. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you had a
Wow.
wife beater. Yeah, you had a wife. I mean, we got you to take your shirt off for a little bit.
Yeah,
on.
Yeah, I think all of us were sitting there. There was like 5 shirtless guys just hanging out. Like
And then soon after that, they made it where like guys couldn't take their shirts off for a while, for like a year.
Sam, I didn't see you join anywhere.
I think it was our fault. I think it was our fault. They did that.
Sam, join us.
Shirtless man for men.
It's the stream.
5 men shirtless is too much for Twitch.
Well, Sam, you would need a role, and I don't see you anywhere.
Sometime your moderator gave me a role, and that's how I got on.
Yeah, I gave him a role.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but do you see Sam anywhere?
I don't see Sam anywhere.
I don't either. So.
You just joined. I don't see you, brother.
Yeah, nobody's seeing you, dude.
You got to click down there where it says stream on the left.
Yeah, there he is.
There he is.
There he is.
Oh, okay.
Sam's a little slow, you know.
DBO,
Yeah,
DBO, you know, I studied body kinesics with the FBI, and you're not hard to read. You're not hard to read. When you drink a beer, you don't like it, you show it. When I'm saying something you don't like, you show it. It's easy. We're talking about vanilla ice cream. You're like, what the fuck are these guys doing to my stream?
No, I wasn't even thinking about that. I was thinking about letting Sam in here.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Sam
So
says he just
that-
joined. He must
so
have
that-
joined somebody else because he ain't with us.
So that fucked up face that you were seeing, that was about Sam. That wasn't about your-
Okay. I thought that was me. I was reading that as that was us talking about vanilla ice cream on your stream. I'm sorry.
No, you're all right. All right.
Welcome, Sam.
Having that skill though, that'd probably be pretty good to have in poker, right?
A little bit.
Maybe not online poker, but like in real life when
Yeah.
you're sitting at a table and you can see people and read their.
But welcome,
Your
Sam. I
body
think Sam
language.
is here, my buddy.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
Sam, how are you going to shock us?
By doing nothing.
Okay. Welcome, sir.
thank
That's
God.
what I figured. I'll keep them on the edge the entire time that I'm here thinking I'm going to do something.
But welcome. Good to see you.
He's not gonna do anything until the very end when he decides to say something shocking, and then just leave.
Yeah.
All right, so
That's it.
here's the topic I was gonna bring up. Okay.
Okay.
I believe America should have a national language that is English.
Okay, me too. But I'm a lefty, and I believe I'm a lefty, but I think I told you I was a conservative lefty, and they put on hold on, I got to be politically correct here. They put on Hispanic commercials on my TV in Prince George's County, Maryland, and I get offended at that. Why do I get offended at that, DBO?
So that's a good. Why don't you tell me, and then I can elaborate on why I get pissed off because everywhere I go, nobody can speak English.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
I mean, if I'm watching like Telemundo, like okay, I expect Spanish commercials, but if I'm watching
Okay,
TBS or something, like I don't know, I expect some Spanish commercial.
right.
All right. Well, how about this? How about when you're watching the Republican national debate, and they have to they start talking in Spanish
Ugh. Look, man.
because that's what just happened.
Stop
Did you
it.
hit the SAP button on accident?
No, that's what just happened. It was they
Just
they
joking.
they had one of the moderators was from Univision or something, like a Spanish thing, and
okay.
she was a Spanish girl, and she was like, "Well, welcome to all of our Hispanic, people watching." And then
Oh
she
my God! I think I'm a conservative. Oh shit! Oh, hold on.
and she rambled off in Spanish, and then later on they were talking about Spanish issues, this and Spanish stuff that. I'm like I don't like we don't. This isn't good for unity. This isn't good to unite a country when people can't speak the same language.
Okay, let me tell you something about Hispanics, though. When I go down and hire the day workers to mow my grass and to paint my barn and to clean my gutters and to do all the things that I hire them for down at the Home Depot, I don't even need to speak Spanish to communicate with these guys. First thing I say to them is, ocho, right? Ocho, $8 a fucking hour. And if they say anything higher, I say, get the fuck out of my truck or get away from me, right? I'm sorry, my language. I watch my language because he's drinking another Coors Light after my own heart. I'm going to give you $10 right now for drinking that Coors Light. Hold on. But anyway, I will say that I can communicate with these guys without speaking English at all. All I got to do is spin my hand around and act like it's a mower, and they know what I have to do for them. And they work hard, and they are good, solid people, and they do a good job.
I'll be honest with you, I cannot tell if you're trolling right now.
I'm telling the truth. I'm a homeowner. You try to hire a white guy to mow your fucking grass, brother. You ain't going to do it, DBO.
There's so many.
He'll want a bunch of money.
There's like, yeah, there's like so many ways I can take this conversation right now. Like, okay, so you're a Democrat that's okay with it because you like the fact that they'll do like the manual labor. You know what I mean? It's like, no, we need to have these people come in so they can pick the oranges. You know what I mean? So they can mow the lawn.
Fucking A, we do.
So they can clean our houses.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like,
well, what else is there? What the hell are you talking about?
What it is, DBO.
ouch.
It's a goddamn invasion. It's a goddamn invasion.
Now Sam is perking up. Sam is perking up.
No, it should be a bipartisan issue. It used to be that both sides could agree that we should enforce immigration laws. We wouldn't let illegal immigrants in, but now that's kind of changed. And now I think both sides are kind of for it because of reasons, their own particular reasons.
I say we build a wall, man.
Well, it used to be a rotating
labor, right?
It used to be a rotating door, like where like the when it was picking season, they would come in, do all the picking, and then they'd go back home.
Can I tell you a true story about the Bureau of Engraving and Printing? Give me one moment. I want to tell a true story about the United States Bureau of Engraving and Printing. Somebody came to me, a special agent from the Treasury Department, and he said, you ought to be, it was my job in personnel security to approve security clearances for people to get into the building. And then he said, you ought to be ashamed. This was a young agent, about 22 years old. And he said, you ought to be ashamed of yourself for letting all these illegals come here to mow the grass, and I expect you to do something about it. So I called my buddy, who I play poker with, the chief of police at the Bureau of Engraving and Printing, and I said, we need to do something about all these illegals here because I'm just passing them through. And he said, look, I'll arrest all of them, but I don't have any way to house these people. You call up immigration to house these people, right? So I call up immigration, and this guy says, how the hell did you get my phone number? Don't ever call me again, right? And then I called this guy, once he found out, the guy who was managing the people who mow the grass called me and said, look, you son of a bitch, if you want to find people to mow the grass, you go ahead and do it for the money that I do it. But otherwise, you better leave these people alone because the grass looks great. They're not coming in the building. They're doing a good job. And you better leave it alone or I'm going to tell everybody that you're the one who screwed all this all up. So I just put my hands up in the air and said, look, who am I? You know what I mean? They're not coming in the building. They're mowing the grass and they're doing a good job. So we left it alone. And that's how it worked. Sorry, but that's the real deal. I know you can rub your head and think it sucks, but it sucks.
I've mowed grass for no charge. I've mowed grass for free.
What state do you live in? Not Washington, D.C., because this is where everybody charges money. Here.
Yeah, I hate mowing my grass right now. Currently, I do because I only have a push mower. When I had my riding lawnmower, I loved mowing my grass.
Yeah.
You know
I love that dog. Look at that dog behind you. Hold on, quick note. That dog is cool.
Me?
Yeah. You?
That one back there?
Yeah.
You can see that?
I can see that.
Bowser. Bowser.
So I get you, Sam. People always tell me that hard, that they would mow the grass, but that was a challenge that I had to face that was real.
I mean, like, having them come in, having people, let's just say people in general come in to do certain type of labor, that is a different conversation than the topic that I brought up.
Okay.
I'm talking about language.
Yeah.
Like, I think there needs to be a national language. I think everybody in America needs to be able to speak English. I can't tell you how many times I've gone to a store, let's just say Walmart, and I'm looking for something, and I find some lady at Walmart, and I'm like, hey, where's the neckties? And she looks at me like, okay? Where? And then I turn into like a fucking, like a, be careful. So then I have to, like, a necktie, where do I find a necktie? And she looks at me like she can't communicate with it.
Yeah.
This has happened to me at multiple stores. I called a Ross one time to get my kid a jacket. We were going to a monster truck rally. It's kind of cold outside, so I wanted to get her a jacket. And so I called Ross, and the lady answered the phone. I'm like, yeah, do you guys have, like, winter coats, like jackets? And she's like, okay. And, like, I'm like, jackets, coats, like, it's cold outside. She could not understand what I'm saying, and I was fucking furious at this point. I'm like, why the fuck are you answering the phone? Why are you answering the phone at, like, a big retail store, and you can't speak English? Like, I go to stores. It happens all the time. With my job, there's kids that I need to talk to, and I ask them a question, and they can't talk to me. They can't communicate with me. And that's a problem. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. That's a big problem.
It's a problem when people can't communicate with each other. I don't know how we're supposed to be united as a country, united as a people, when we can't communicate.
Am I supposed to be arguing with you as a liberal? I'll say you you are a shallow-minded. No, because I can't, because I agree with you. It sucks. I do agree with you.
Bigot,
Yeah.
Xenophobe.
Fill it in.
Yeah.
You know what caused the problem? When the government stepped in and started catering to people. Instead of they give them their special. Here's the thing. I go to McDonald's, and I go into McDonald's the other day, and I noticed that when I was in there was this couple guys that were speaking Spanish. I don't think they knew English, but they went to the register, and they got somebody in there that could speak Spanish from the back. She came and took their order. So they kind of got special treatment. So with all the stuff that's going on in the workplace, and what is going on in on television, like with their own television stations, they are catered to. So they don't really have to learn English. If we don't cater to them, they will learn English. It's pretty simple.
Sam, let me tell you another quick story. My son was the only white kid that went to school in his middle school and high school. Not the only white kid in high school, but only kid in middle school. And they used to take my son's homework and read it in Spanish to everybody else. You want to know how that made me feel? I'm a liberal frickin' Democrat, okay, in PG County, Maryland, where everybody in Maryland's a Democrat. But I told my kid a long time ago, you got to work harder, faster, and smarter than everybody else, because the end of days are where they give us a break. Okay? They're not giving us a break anymore. You go to get into the University of Maryland, and they're giving away all of the spots to people who pay 50% more who are out of this country, Sam. And so it's hard for me not to say to you guys, okay, open arms, I'm going to be a conservative. I don't know what to do, man. They're screwing me. I've been paying property tax for 33 years in PG County, and they won't let my kid into the University of Maryland unless it's some special program that he worked his way into. All right, that's enough. You know what I mean. So, life ain't easy, man.
Well, yeah. I mean, they can make the language anything they want to, the official language. It doesn't mean people are going to speak it or they have to speak it. But I mean, if the government stayed out of this business as far as like catering to people.
No, I think there's steps that you could do to make it, like an official language. Like you have to be able to speak proficient English to get a green card or a visa or something like that. You have to. There's no give me the driver's license test in a different language. The only driver's license test that you get is in English.
Look, DBO, they're all multilingual until you pull them over. That's the truth. Come on now.
But I'm saying, like, in order to get a license in the first place, you're gonna have to be able to pass a test. In order to pass a test, you're gonna have to be able to read and write in English.
I mean, there's people that speak perfect English, but when they get pulled over, they'll be like, "It's me that speak."
No habla inglés.
I've dealt with that as well. Like when I worked at the club, I had to enforce rules. So I would go up to somebody and be like, "Hey, man, you need to put the phone away," or some bullshit like that, and they'd be like, "Okay, I know habla." I'm like, "Put the phone away." And they put the phone away. I'm like, see, you fucking know what I'm saying. Don't play stupid.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you know exactly what I'm saying. You're playing stupid. You're playing I know habla. I don't speak English. No,
Christ, I'm supposed to be the lefty here to give you guys some shit. I can't think of any to give you. Hold on, let me think about it. I think I'm too high.
Well, you're not talking about. You haven't talked about anything about race or tolerance or any of the far left talking points. You haven't gone to any of those. So you're not a far lefty.
Conservative Democrat. There is such a thing. There is such a goddamn thing. I like Joe. I like Joe Biden because he's normal. He's not in the news every day. He eats some ice cream. He goes to bed at 9:00, and everybody knows that he ain't gonna blow the world up.
That's a problem because
it's not a problem. The guy's normal.
It's because he doesn't do it, but he doesn't do anything.
He passed the infrastructure bill that your guy promised for 4 years. Your man promised. I'm sorry, we can't talk over each other.
Yeah. I was just gonna say that. I would say he's not in the news every day because the mainstream media is the propaganda wing of the Democratic Party. That's why he's not in the news every day. Trump says something on Twitter, or so Trump could fart and somebody could smell it, and that would make the news. Yeah. There would be a lawsuit. He would be indicted for assaulting somebody's nostrils.
Here's actually one example. That one thing where he was like holding that Fiji bottle with two hands, and there was literally someone working on the news that they had to go call Fiji Water and ask them like dimensions of their water bottles. As a news article. It's like, what?
Let me tell you something.
It's like, what is this?
Go ahead, Sam.
The conservative Democrat in here. I talked to a friend of mine who's, like a conservative Republican. He leans that way, I guess. I don't really know, but he's kind of a normie to me. But anyways, he told me, as this friend of his who's a far lefty, is against the media and what they're doing, and they think that they should be punished by law for what they're doing. Totally agrees with me on this stuff about what the media is doing. They're waking up. They see it. They know what's going on. The media is just so out of control. It's crazy. But see, there's one side of it is free speech. But then the other side of it is, well, you abuse that and turn that into propaganda, which is actually against free speech. So what are we going to do about that? Do we go with laws? That could cut both ways. It could be a bad thing or a good thing if we make propaganda laws that punish these people. I mean, they get sued all the time, but they can pay for it. So what do we send them to jail? Will that stop it? That's what I propose. But anyways, yeah, I would say I agree with DBO because they're not talking about Biden. There's plenty of things they could talk about with Biden. They talked about the Afghanistan thing for a while because everybody was, but they're talking more about Trump. So
I was supposed to say, they'll talk about Trump about almost anything, but they give a complete pass to Joe Biden. The guy was hiding in his basement the whole election. How many times has he fallen? He fell up the stairs onto the airplane. He fell over on the bike. He fell on a stage, like all the way down on a stage. The guy has fallen at least
old.
4 times.
He's old, DBO. He's too old to be president.
I heard something the other
say,
day that they were going to put him in. They're going to start making him wear like tennis shoes, and they're doing all sorts of stuff to make sure that he doesn't fall anymore.
No, he's going to keep falling. Stop.
You know what I mean? Like that's what they're concerned. Like they're doing all this stuff. How is this guy going to run for office again? I really don't know.
Yeah, a lot of people thought it was funny the first time he did it. But I was just going to say to this guy, and I don't know his name, PUBG or whatever.
PUBG Wiz.
You're a conservative Democrat. Now, see, I'm from Kansas. I know plenty of conservative Democrats, so I kind of know how they think. Guys like me don't blame people like you for the problem because we realize that these far lefties have kind of hijacked that party. And that's really what's going on because it used to be that we could have minor disagreements between lefties and righties, and we at the end of the day we wouldn't be that divided. And that's not the case anymore because we have this one party that's gone kind of extreme. They're far left, and they're just trying to push an agenda on everybody. So that's kind of how I see it. So I don't have a problem. See, I'm not a big party person, so if somebody's conservative, I'm okay. If you're liberal, if you're far left, then I might have an issue with you. I don't really care about political parties, though.
Sam, I got to tell you something.
I know a lot of conservative Democrats.
Sam, I got to ask you something. My wife is from Lebo, Kansas. You ever heard of that?
Yeah, I've heard of Lebo.
Oh, cool. Because I told her Lebo, Kansas is a cool little town where she's from. She moved out here to D.C. to be a child care professional, and then I snagged her, and then 33 years ago. And then now it's all history. But anyway, salute to Kansas. Here's to you. Salute to Kansas.
Yeah, the one thing I don't like about Kansas is our abortion laws. And I think we're going to attract the wrong kind of people here with Missouri and Oklahoma putting bans on abortion. We're going to attract people to this state because they can get abortions. And we're going to attract more lefty types. I don't like that.
Well, I'm pro-choice. How about you? No? Probably not.
Well, we'll disagree. We'll agree to disagree on that. I'm pro-life, okay. And that's the thing.
Well, I'm pro-choice only in the instance of incest, rape, and the life of the mother. And then other than that, I'm all with you.
So about 1%. So about 1%.
So what you're saying is you're pro-life then, because as far as I'm concerned, the vast majority of abortions happen because of inconvenience to the mother nowadays. It used to be safe, legal, and rare. Now it's getting to the point, and I think you know this, even my friends who might lean kind of left understand this. They're doing it because it's not convenient for them. It's just like there's it's not so many cases of rape and incest and life threatening the mother's life as there is. It's just that they can do it.
Right.
So
I'll buy that.
It's used as a form of birth control, basically.
So you could say you're pro-choice.
Well, no way. Yeah, I'm with you.
Let's get an abortion.
No way they should be using it stack as a means of a birth control. That's just bad, man. I mean, that's that's bad.
It happens more than what the media wants to talk about. It happens a lot more. But then again, the Republican media will kind of play it up like it happens all the time. But it does happen more often now than it ever has.
I tell you, here's the thing though. Like when you get into these abortion conversations with people, and let's just say people on the left, and what they'll do is they'll bring up, well, what about rape? What about incest? What about this? And here's how quickly you know that they're not being genuinely honest. You could say, okay, I'll meet you halfway. Let's allow abortions for that stuff, but cut it off over here. And they go, nope.
I never said
Like, you know what I mean? They don't want to cut it off over there.
That's why they're radical. They're not willing to compromise anything.
So often when these people will bring up that sort of stuff, they're not being genuine. If they were, then they would agree. Like PUBG here, they would agree. Well, rape and incest. Okay, I tell you what, we'll meet you halfway. Rape and incest, but the rest we need to cut. We need to put a limit on it at a certain, this point, and watch them step back. Nope, no limit. It's her choice. It's her body. Blah blah. So when they bring up that argument, it's just a debate tactic. It's just an argument tactic. They're not being serious. If they were, they would meet you halfway. When you say, okay, I'll give you that. I'll give you the rape. I'll give you the incest. I'll give you the mother's life. So now let's move on to the other stuff. Let's go ahead and put a limit on that and watch them curl. Watch them curl back. No. We're not going to put a limit on that.
Yeah,
So
controlled by the feminists.
Exactly. So all everything you said before, bringing up all those other topics, it doesn't matter to them about rape and incest because they want the abortion to be allowed no matter what.
Well, there's a vast misunderstanding that it's actually, they believe it's their body, so it's their choice. But I believe in the fact that they made a choice when they choose to have sex in the first place, and consequences come with that choice. But I also believe it's not actually their body because biology, in fact, does say that it is its own body. At a certain point, you can definitely tell that it is.
Here's what I think. I think her body, my choice. Yeah.
There was a comedian that he had a joke about it. Then he basically said that actually it was Dave. I think it was Dave Chappelle. It's like if you can abort them, I should be able to at least abandon the motherfucker.
Thank you for the courtesy laugh, Zach. Or I'm sorry.
Yeah,
yes.
I heard him say that.
Sam, I think
true.
you're pretty damn reasonable from being from Kansas.
True. It's like if it's the woman's choice to abort it, shouldn't it be the man's choice to abandon it and not have to pay anything?
Oh, yeah.
No.
Not pay for it? Yeah, they'll be forced to
Man
pay
can never
child
abandon
support.
his baby. No. You stand up.
Oh, but a woman should not. should not kill her baby
I
unless
agree
she
that
has
the man
good reason
should.
to.
The man should, but he shouldn't be required by law. You know what I mean?
What?
Shouldn't be
Well,
by law required.
Man, you stick your pecker in somebody, that's it. You required by law to
Yeah, it's fucked up.
I
Yeah,
would
but
say
hold on,
in
hold on.
instances They should be required
Hold
by
on,
law.
The argument Stack is making is she is not required by law to take care of that. To take care of that kid, she has the choice to terminate that kid.
Yeah.
Now the father does not have that choice.
Yeah.
It's ultimately not his choice.
It's very sexist.
Yeah.
Hold on one second.
Okay, so Zuck's going. The Zuck is going with different form of joke now.
Thank you.
It's evolved. Jokes are evolved.
We've moved to these nuts. Thank you. Thank you for the sub there, Zuckus, Mr. Zuckerberg. Really appreciate that.
This is the reason I think people get extreme. When you cater to them and give them what they want, like with the feminists, they keep wanting more and more and they get to the extreme point. This is why people are demanding reparations.
Ooh,
This is why people
hate
are,
that.
thinking they can just murder a baby or
Yeah,
kill a baby.
it's the give them an inch, take a mile thing. This is the slippery slope argument, like with gay marriage. It's, at first it's like, well, we just want like civil unions, right? And then well, we want marriage, and
we
then
want marriage.
then
Now
it's
we want to read drag stories to your kids. We want to transition your kids.
Then it's like just bake the cake, bigot, and then it's then it's then it's like well, we gotta be able to, drag shows are okay for kids, and then it's just let the
You got to
teachers
draw the line somewhere.
let the
Nobody's
teachers
drawing a line.
pick your kid's gender. You know what I mean? Like, it's funny how it just keeps morphing and evolving.
Right. Well, that's what they're doing. Exactly. Taking a mile.
I wanted to elaborate on the point I was talking about. What Stack is saying, like the mother has the choice to end a pregnancy. The father has no choice. If the mother says, "I don't want to take care of this kid," she can end the pregnancy. The father doesn't have a choice legally to say, "Well, she has a choice to not take care of the kid by getting rid of it. I don't have a choice. If she keeps it, I have to."
But you know why they do that, though, right? I'm not agreeing with them or taking their side, but they have the argument that it's because it's their body. That's the way they see it, even though they've been misinformed for years. It's been drilled into their head, my body, my choice. We hear it all the time. It's in chants all the time. They made a choice and it's not their body, so they're just being lied to. So, and I think the government's doing this to people, creating these extremists. Because they haven't drawn that line, like I said, put their foot in the foot down.
I don't think. No. I disagree. I don't think the government is creating the extremists. I think the extremists are pushing the government. The extremists are pushing the narrative and the culture, and then they are getting things done through cultural
yes
pressure, and then they are using the government to enforce their political will.
I will say this, because the government doesn't have the spine to tell them no, then they're going to go ahead and take what they want, whatever next is.
The government is made up of people, of their representatives that they elect.
Mm-hmm. Yes, but
it's not like the government is just like a couple of guys.
We just don't give the people what they want. That would be a democracy. We're not a democracy. We have a democratic process, but we're a constitutional republic. We have to follow the laws of the Constitution. They're going to give them every single, they're going to give them an inch, and they're going to take that mile, and they're just going to ignore the Constitution. They think it's democracy. That's also the other lie that they spout all the time and spew. We're democracy. It's been drilled into their head. They don't understand.
Well, we're a constitutional republic, but it is a democracy in the sense that we elect our representatives, and then the representatives are supposed to represent the people.
Right, but if you have a bunch of people that are against the Second Amendment, and you would say, well, democracy says, no, you got to step in and say, no, the Constitution dictates in this instance, not the people, not what the people want. That's what the difference is, and why we're a constitutional republic.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, like it's not like an ultimate democracy. There's two examples of like an ultimate democracy that I could give. One is two wolves and a sheep voting on what's for dinner. Okay, and the other one is gang rape.
Oh God.
The second one's a little extreme. But let's be honest. I mean, it's just mob rule. It's just the majority gets to pick, and if the majority of us in this room decide that Sam's booty is the booty of choice tonight.
Oh shit!
You ain't got no. Yeah.
Why does it have to go there?
I know. I'm just saying. Like I told you, the second example was a little more extreme. The first one's easy, two wolves and a sheep, a great old deal. But gang rape, when you think of it in terms of gang rape, it's a little more like, whoa, buddy.
All I'm saying is, and I think you'll agree with me, that if you look at these far lefties, these crazy ones, they think it's mob rule, don't they? Because they're nuts. I mean, seriously, look at them. They believe that that's mob rule. They get what they want. Whatever they want, they're going to get. They want it to get. They're not thinking about Constitution.
You see, how is that different than gang rape?
Yeah, well, unless there's a rape going on, it's not exactly the same.
Hey, DBL, I want to say something real quick. That when I was a young man, I was hardcore pro-choice, and I know it was a selfish reason because I'm playing the field. You know what I'm saying? In the back of my mind. Then after 33 years, having two of my own kids, seeing the love between a father and their children, then I'll tell you the only way I want a woman to have an abortion is one of those three reasons: the life of the mother, a rape, or incest. And after I've seen the miracle of birth and lived this, then that was bullshit the way I was thinking when I was a kid. and a lot of people think that way.
I agree. I agree, and I can respect where you're coming from. I'm a father myself. I was there holding a leg up and watched my daughter be born. You know what I mean? Like,
congrats.
I'm a father. I take care of my kid full time. Like, I understand what you're saying and where you're coming from.
Yeah.
There's nothing. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Good. Thank you, Sam. There are people on the right that are a little more, let's say, hardcore on the topic than what you are saying. I think what you're saying is a reasonable abortion take. There are other people that say, as soon as conception happens, I don't care if it's rape. I don't care if it's incest. It is a life, and it should not be killed. You know, there are definitely those people out there. That they a pretty good chance they're in the chat room now. Pretty good chance they're in my Discord. I'm pretty sure I've had this conversation with some people that have that opinion.
Yeah.
So I think what you're saying is a rather reasonable middle ground place, and I think that's what needs to happen. It's not going to happen, but it's what needs to happen.
Well, I'll tell you what. I think Trump believes that.
I think ultimately a lot of the country is in the middle. A lot of the country probably believes on what you're saying. A lot of the country probably believes that there should be some sort of a limit. You shouldn't have an abortion at 8 months just because you changed your mind. You know?
No, yes, I agree.
I think a lot of the country would agree with you there. I think a lot of the country would agree with you on rape, on incest, on the mother's life. But I think a lot of the country would also say, well, there needs to be, outside of those, there should be a limit somewhere. Yes. Now, where that somewhere limit is up for debate. Some people say 24 weeks. Some people say 15 weeks. Some people say the heart rate. Some people say 6 weeks, 8 weeks. You know, it's kind of all over the place. But most people aren't going to say 8 months is okay, just because. Just because it's your body, you can do that. You know what I mean? Most people are fairly reasonable on this topic, I believe. I think there would be an overall consensus on it.
Well, I just wanted to say I think there's something that would be not a solution, but it would sure help in the matter. We talked about, these women that believe it's their body. Well, if you want to go that route, say the man has part ownership. Say that's part of his body because his part of his body went into making that baby. So if he wants to, because I've seen this before, a man begging a woman not to get an abortion when he knew it was his baby and he was crying. It's pathetic. It's I mean, not saying he's pathetic, but I'm saying it's just sad. It's fucking pathetic that it has to happen. So what the government ought to do is step in and say, you have half rights to that child. If you don't want it to be killed, you take it to court.
That's going to be really tricky because now we're getting into
no, that's going to be tricky.
Handmaid's Tale stuff. Like, oh, you're gonna force the mother to have a kid that she doesn't want because the father wants it.
No. They have 50-50, so it could be debatable in court. That's all I'm saying. But they don't even give the man that much, I don't think. Which they should. Because if this man is begging this woman to not get an abortion, that's all he can do. That's pretty sad. He should be able to take her to court or something.
Sam, I don't think they give a man anything in court. I think
Right.
the woman cries
Oh,
and then
yeah.
you're done. So, speaking of a guy who's got a lot of assets, just give me 1 second.
Get to court.
Just speaking of a guy who's got a lot of assets, if something goes wrong between me and my old lady, I'm screwed. Okay, you know what I mean?
Well,
You
that's
cry in
part
front of the
problem
judge,
we
and then
have
we're
as
done.
society. Yeah, that's part of the problem we have as a society. We're giving women special treatment, and it's like I said, the slippery slope. But
Yeah,
I think if you do something like that, it would be a good first step to something else. Maybe it would try to get them to be more responsible about having, who they have sex with.
right.
They know next time if they have sex with a guy that if he's going to have part say so, and whether or not she's going to have an abortion, she just can't use it as birth control. That's what I'm saying.
I
It's
agree.
a step in the right direction at least, and at least you get to go to court and make your case. And most judges will take her side. Some judges won't, though.
Right.
So that's what I think would be. And I'm Mr. Solution guy. We can complain about everything. I do have some solutions. Maybe I ought to run for president or something. I don't
I'll
know.
vote for you. What the hell? Those versus Joe or Trump, anybody but them. Sam, you got my vote.
I think, and honestly, I think I'd do a better job with Biden or Trump. Actually, and I like Trump, but I think he's just only looks good because of Biden and Obama and Bush, because those guys are so bad.
Ugh.
So
They don't give us good choices, brother.
no, their standards are low. I should
Look at
say.
Hillary Clinton. I hated her, and she was
Oh, yeah.
my only choice. I didn't want to vote for her.
Well, and I will say Hillary Clinton's had conservative beliefs, but she can't be trusted. You don't know if she's going to say one thing, she might do the other. Do the other. You can't trust her.
I don't trust her as
So-
far as I could throw her.
Yeah.
Anyway, we
So
agree
I
on that.
think-
We can't leave our dead space.
And I was talking to a guy in the Discord earlier about police, and I have a solution with that too. If you got problems with the police, it's because there's low standards when it comes to who you're hiring. So what do you want to do? If you don't want both sides complaining that the cops are bad, well, you probably want to pay them more, give them less hours, make people want to join. Then you have a bigger selection of people you can choose to become police officers. That might increase the quality.
It also improved training, like add extra
we
stuff
also-
that they have to do,
improved training,
they need like law school needs to be part of it, and
Right.
a bunch of other things.
But if you make it more enticing for them,
because you get cops that
Yeah.
don't even know the laws, like that they're supposed to be enforced.
well, I mean, think about it. If nobody wants to become a cop because of all this shit, then who are they going to be able to choose from? Nobody's going to be wanting to go there. People are going to be wanting to go there just so they could be an asshole to people. I mean, there's no incentive to really want to join the police force, and I think it's a very important job. So you take that and you give them, more pay, more hour or less hours, so they're not on the street as much. Because I had a friend that worked for a detective agency. He was out on the street. They asked him to join the police force. He said no because he saw what he was doing recently and what it was doing to him. He was becoming one of the bad guys. He said, no, I'm not going to do that because I don't think I can handle it. Takes a certain type of person to do it.
Well, guys, I got to
never-
say, I was in law enforcement for 25 years. And if you put a camera on somebody and ask them to try to perform their duties, it's hard to go out there and do your job day in and day out with a camera strapped to you. If you make one mistake, you're going to be put in jail. You know what I mean? You're going to be called the bad guy and put in jail. I don't know if I could do it with a camera strapped
Right.
to me.
I would actually say that I might be for that at this point because that's for their own protection. Because other people have their phones and they're gonna, the cop can have something. Yeah, the cop can have something on him that says, "Hey, they're saying that I'm killed this guy because he was black. This footage here shows that that's not the case."
Yeah, but I'd hate
So-
to have a camera strapped to me 24/7.
But there's been
I know.
there's been instances where like a woman said that the cop did stuff to her, and then the camera proves that none of that happened.
Right. I know.
So
Right.
so it's actually in the sense that it's beneficial for both sides, for both parties. Because if the cop does something, then it proves they did something. If they didn't do something, the person's saying they did something, and then it proves the cop didn't do that thing. So it's kind of like
Right.
it's
I mean, I don't
beneficial
think they
for
would be doing that
everybody.
as much. They'd be wearing this stuff as much if there wasn't so many people recording them now, like there are. That's part of it. I mean, since they're recording them, they have the right to record themselves as well as what they're doing. So, and sometimes that can be used against them, but a lot of times it can be used to help them to prove they're innocent of doing something they're being accused of. So, and it does, like I said, it takes a special kind of person to be able to do something like that. Anybody that just thinks they can just be a cop is kind of, being kind of dumb. I mean, you got to be able to deal with shit, a lot of shit.
Yeah. So Sam, what's your favorite band? Just for shits and giggles, what's your favorite band?
Oh, I'm gonna have to say probably Soundgarden.
Oh, I like them.
All right,
that was a good one too. One of those two, but I think I'll go with Soundgarden.
I am back. Had to take a leak and let my dog to the backyard.
Welcome back.
So you can complain about cops like I know people that do all the time, but if you're not given any ideas about how to change things to make things better, you're just bitching about the police. And I get it, but I mean, it's just like the people that I don't like people on either side of the extremes. The extreme bootlickers that think that you have to love every single cop. All cops are good guys, and all this, and then you got the other guys where they're all racist and they're like, they're all authoritarian. So just two extremes. That's all it is. I think I used to kind of think that I was on an extreme. I think I'm just in the middle. It's the world that's kind of gone to extreme sides. I'm still in the middle. Everything around me seems to be one extreme or the other. So look at your life, and you probably be like, yeah, I kind of feel that way sometimes too. I'm just stuck in the middle, like that song.
Stuck in the middle again.
I think cops have an extremely hard job. Yeah. One I definitely would not want to do. And because they're put in extremely tough situations, sometimes they make mistakes. Sometimes there are bad apples in law enforcement, 100%. And they should be held accountable. The bad apples, I don't think it's tough when if a cop makes a mistake to say that he should be thrown in prison for the rest of his life. It really depends on the mistake, I guess. But with the defund the police movement, a lot of the activism that's been going on with the left and these racial crimes and stuff like that, now cops are scared. They're frightened. They won't do their job, or there's a lack of people that want to do that job, and I don't blame them. But on the flip side, I don't know, man. It's like I really see both sides of this, because the cops will also just do what they're told. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem.
It's kind of like the Nazi thing. Like I was just following orders, Like for instance, I keep hearing about this instance in the Hawaii wildfires, where cops were ordered to shut down the road, and like people couldn't get out or something like that, and the cops they didn't care. They were just like, we're told to shut down the road. We're shutting down the road. Or things like where they're asked to do stuff that's not good. Like some of the masking stuff. But then you see on the other side, there's times, I think it was here recently, was it in Arizona, New Mexico or something, where the governor said they were going to not allow guns in the Capitol. And the sheriff came out and was like, yeah, we're not gonna do that. That's unconstitutional. We are not going to do that. That's unconstitutional. So, like, there's times where you see cops that do stand up against bullshit, and there's times where you see cops that will do whatever they're told, regardless of
Yeah.
whether it's right or legal or constitutional. You know what I mean? So,
They don't take oaths to the government, to the their bosses. They take oaths to the Constitution.
But-
They're there to serve and protect.
but a lot of
No.
times they will just follow the order.
Yeah, I mean, they know, I know, but they don't understand what their job is. If that's the case, that's not their job.
But then you're asking, like, you know what I mean? Like, you got to then you're asking somebody to do a job, and then, like, not follow the orders of their boss. You know what I mean?
That's exactly it. That's a tough one, but
And that's what I'm saying. It's an extremely tough job that I would never want to do. You're putting you're probably dealing with some of the worst aspects of humanity, or you're dealing with people that are in, like, you might be dealing with a completely, law-abiding guy, never broke the law, never been arrested, but the time when the cop has to get involved with him, it's probably one of the worst situations, like, that's happening to that person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they're at some sort of an extreme that's happening to them. So they're always dealing with like an extreme thing, you know?
if they're not having to deal with people on the street who commit murder and commit crimes, etc., that are violent, they're dealing with people that are giving them unconstitutional orders that are corrupt. I mean, it's just like, how can they not be, fucking corrupt at this point? They have to deal with that all the fucking time.
And
It's gonna
yeah,
wear you down.
and so that's what I'm
Turn
saying.
away.
Like it's tough for me because sometimes I can do a good job of seeing both sides of arguments. Like, I can see the argument that these cops are corrupt, that they don't give a shit. They're locking people up for not wearing masks or some bullshit. You know what I mean? They're shutting down roads because in the middle of a wildfire because somebody said so. That could be costing people their lives. Like, and they're just following the orders, blindly following orders. But then I see the other side where I see cops going, we're not going to follow this order in New Mexico or wherever it was that says no guns. And it wasn't like a law that was passed. It was just the governor doing an executive order saying no guns. And the cops were like, yeah, we're not following that shit. And so, like, you see both sides of it. So it's tough. I'm definitely not an ACAB person. I support the police because I believe in law and order. I think you need to have law and order for a society to work. I think there's always been law and order as long as society has worked. And even way back in the day when there was fucking cavemen, there was somebody going, don't fucking go outside. Somebody tried to go outside, they'd hit him over the head with, you know what I mean? Drag him back inside. Don't do that stupid shit,
I just want to make one statement. It's like these people that say, I'm just doing my job, they don't understand that there's such a thing called free will. You're responsible for what you do and your choices in life. You can't just play it off to somebody else. I mean, the Nazi soldiers tried to use we were just doing our job. That didn't help them. Didn't do anything for them. So when it comes down to it, there's free will. So I don't even want to hear this just doing my job stuff. It's kind of ridiculous. If it's illegal, it's illegal. You'll be held accountable for it eventually. If not, maybe by God. I don't know.
But there's plenty of times where the cops aren't doing it. I mean, like, you see stuff now where there'll be protesters for something and they're getting violent, and then they don't stop the violent protesters. They look at the people that are getting protested and like, you guys should get out of here. Like, that's not
the one Christian protester. They'll pick him out and remove him.
Yeah, there was cops that arrested a guy for praying in front of an abortion clinic.
Yeah,
I think that was in the UK. You know what I mean? For prayer, like stuff like that. Yeah, that stuff goes too far. That's, there's times the police are absolutely wrong.
I mean, I think, and I understand where they're coming from because they say the guy might not have a permit. But say, for instance, you have a pride parade going through town. There are probably people in that pride parade that I think that they're protesting, and they're definitely, some of them don't have the permit. Maybe some of them do, obviously, but maybe some of them don't have the permit. A guy comes around with a sign, just holds a sign, and he gets arrested. He's a Christian because it's an anti-pride sign. It just says, may God have mercy on you or something. I don't know, but he has the right to do it, and he's the one that'll get picked out and get arrested. Not the ones running around naked. No, not them.
All right. Well, let me piggyback off what you're saying, okay? Because the example you just gave, I'm going to give you back. Charlottesville, Virginia. This was the Unite the Right rally. Okay? Do you guys remember this?
Yes.
Okay. They had the permits to hold their rally. Whether you like what they have to say or not, they did everything they were supposed to. We have freedom of speech. They had the right to have their rally. The counter protesters did not have permits.
Okay.
Yeah.
And because the counter protesters showed up in force, and they could see that this was going to be a bad situation, they shut down the people that had the permit to show up and rally.
Well, didn't some cat take a car and ride it into the liberals or something?
That was way after.
Okay.
That was after everything had already been shut down, and the police were forcing people the right, I guess we can call it, to leave. They were forcing them out of the park. And when they were forcing them out of the park, they had to go through the protesters. The police really fucked that whole thing up.
Oh yeah. You could tell it's a very left biased area or something they must have been, because they were being told, well, what you got to do is you got to remove the people that have the right to be there legally, and don't do anything about the other people that are just showing up causing problems.
And see that was my point. Like, these people had the permits, they did everything legally, they had the right to be there, they had the permits. The counter protesters did not. They showed up and tried to violently shut down what these people were saying. Like, you could disagree with what they have to say. That's fine. But in America, we're supposed to have freedom of speech. You're supposed to have the freedom of assembly to get together, to have freedom of speech, to do these sorts of things. The counter-protesters did not take the legal matter, and they went there to shut down the speech of other people because they did not like what they were saying.
They were bashing each other. They didn't only the liberals didn't only just show up. They were bashing each other and stuff.
They were bashing each other on both sides.
Right.
But that wouldn't have happened if they didn't show up and try to, like, violently shut down the rally.
Well, you're right about having a permit. If you have a permit, you're able to say whatever the hell you want. That's what I say.
Yeah, whether you agree with them or not. If they're white nationalists or Nazis or black nationalists or,
whatever.
Yeah, whatever, exactly. There's supposed to be freedom of speech. There's supposed to be the right to assembly and stuff like that.
Well, and this is what I tell some of these people around here that are idiots, that the left, that they wanted to do back when the Phelpses were a thing, they wanted to go and anti-protest their protest that they were doing legally. Yeah, I don't like what the Phelps say either. I think they're kind of crazy. They have a right to do it. So we're going to go over there and just have an anti-protest or whatever, and they're not going to get a permit or anything like that. And I'm like, why are you going? the very fact that you're going is just going to give them power over you. And here's the thing: the fact that you go may show that he actually has a point. And if he didn't have a point with what he was saying, then how come you want to shut him up so bad? If he was wrong, why didn't you just sit back and let him be wrong? Don't give him attention. Don't feed into it. But like idiots, they're mad and they become like a mob. And we're going to go out there and we're going to say, you can't fucking say that. Oh, you are? Really? Okay. Have fun. I think it's stupid. It's like if there was a Klan rally, why go to the Klan rally? If you go to the Klan rally and it gets media coverage, they're going to do it again. I mean, these people don't understand. They're getting baited into shit.
Well, they do, but their point is, it's hate speech. They're fighting hate, Nazi discrimination, all of the isms and obias and ists.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they want to shut that down.
The real problem is their professors told them that hate speech is not free speech, which is untrue. So they can pick and choose what speech is acceptable or not, which is not how it works. So, I don't know, man. It's just like, I think they're being gullible. I think they're being suckered into doing shit. They shouldn't be. It's like, they've been activists all their lives, and now they're still doing the activist shit, but they're the ones that are in charge of every fucking thing. And they still want to find problems to bitch about and go out and protest and shit. Right?
Who has time to go to a goddamn protest? That's what I want to know. I'm retired.
Sam has time.
Huh?
Sam has time.
Oh, okay. No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
No, I'm fixing all the world's problems. I don't have the time.
I don't want to go to where they have the protests. Like most of them here, most of the protests are in L.A. I don't want to go to L.A.
Yeah.
I don't want to go to L.A. on a normal day. Well, you think I want to go there when there was a protest going on? Hell no.
I went there to see all the stars, the Walk of the Stars.
I don't see many people going to a Klan rally or whatever where there's like 5 Klansmen. I just don't see it happening and supporting them. They'll get more people that'll go there that hate them, and want to shut down their free speech. And if they just left them alone, they wouldn't even be going there. Eventually, they just go away.
And see, and that's what happened at Charlottesville. Like if they would have left it alone, they would have gone there. They would have gave some speeches in a park with nobody paying attention. You know what I mean? And it would have been over, and everybody would have went home. But
Yeah.
because the left can't let that happen, they showed up in force looking to fight and violently shut it down, and it basically turned into a riot.
Yeah, and it's like, I guess their thinking behind it is we're going to use our free speech to go over there and shut you up. But that's not how it fucking works. You're just escalating a situation. That's all you're doing. What do you expect is going to happen? Shit's going to happen. And a woman lost her life because of it. Now, she might have been kind of an idiot, but, she still died. I don't know what happened. I think it was a mistake. I don't think anybody intentionally killed her.
Oh, some cat ran into her with a Dodge Charger. He intentionally killed somebody. I like the Dodge Charger, by the way.
That's what the media will tell you. But I mean, if you're running it from a protest or something like that, and you don't see somebody, I mean, unless the guy saw her and hit her intentionally, which I don't know, I don't think he intended to do it.
Well, check out the video. He ran into a whole bunch of them. He just punched it.
But the thing is that before that event, there were those kind of like protests, not protests, but like where they would march down they'd march whatever, they have those speeches and stuff. But they got no media coverage, and no one knew it happened.
But let me tell you this.
But then now we're gonna give media coverage, and that so it's like, and the thing is since then, has there been any events other than Jan 6, which was it was kind of
No,
like a
and I was
setup
going
thing.
to say that.
Other than that, there's been nothing since then.
Yeah, it's a funny thing. He'll tell me now. I understand what you're saying. If you're told that that's what happened and you believe that's what happened, that's fine. I don't know if that's what happened or not. If I see the footage, maybe I can tell. Oh yeah, he intentionally hit people or this particular person. But then then we'll go to January 6th. Here's where I see the hypocrisy. Ashley Babbitt got shot. He intended. Well, can you say he intended to kill her? I don't know, but nothing happened to the guy. I think it was overboard. You know, he didn't have to do that.
No,
The media will portray that differently than they will the Charlottesville thing when somebody dies.
No,
That's
that cop actually recently got a medal.
Oh yeah,
That was probably not a cop. Wasn't that a Secret Service guy or something? He's more along my lines.
He was a cop. He was a DC cop, and in fact,
I thought it was a Secret Service cat who shot that woman.
No, that was a cop, and he had gotten in trouble before for leaving his gun in a bathroom in D.C. So he had been reprimanded before, but when this happened, he got all this praise. So he never got punished. We do know his name at least. Michael Murd.
Yeah, he didn't get punished, and I believe if you look it up, he recently was given a medal for something.
Ugh.
But if you lean on a guy's neck too long and he's on drugs and he dies, you're a murderer.
Correct. It's almost like
Shoot a woman point blank range and she dies and nothing happens to you as a cop. If she was black and that was a BLM protester, holy fucking shit.
It's almost like there's some sort of double standard happening.
Oh, no way. Could there be? Holy shit.
Well, I got to tell you, as a law enforcement person myself, in analyzing that whole situation, he was standing behind a goddamn door that was 3 inches thick, and the law enforcement, the lawyers that talk to me say that your life has to be in jeopardy before you shoot somebody, and I sure as hell wouldn't have shot the woman in that scenario. Okay.
I mean, I get what he's actually saying. I mean, there was a lot of people there. He could have felt very threatened and he got scared. Okay, I get that. But you're a cop and you're held to higher standards. And definitely in a lefty city, if you're a conservative cop or if you do something like, you know, what this guy did in Minnesota, you're definitely going to be held to a high fucking standard. Not in that case, apparently. So there is a different sets of rules, it seems. I mean, you can't prove intent just because, I know this, I've worked with a lawyer. You cannot prove intent if you, just by kneeling, or the intent to kill, if somebody's kneeling on somebody's neck. I don't care for how long it is. You can, however, more likely prove intent to kill if somebody shoots somebody point blank range with a gun. There's more of a way to prove the intent to kill right there. Kneeing on, so I've had people knee on my neck before. Now, can it kill you? Yes. But how was he doing it? How severe was this? Did he knew it was going to happen? You can't prove that shit. So you have to have intent to kill in any kind of situation with murder. You have more of an intent to kill with what happened to Ashley Babbitt than you do with what happened to Chauvin. Simple as that.
Okay.
It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny. I talk to guys like you who are, you know, like conservative Democrats, and then I talk to people that are just that call themselves conservative, that are just some dipshit reformed liberals who don't know their ass from the ground, and they will act like a fucking dumb liberal fuck. Oh, you're a conservative? Oh yeah, I'm a Trump supporter. You're a fucking grifter, is what I'm sorry. I'm getting chill out, Sam.
It's okay. You make it spicy. It's what we need. Or I'll go to sleep. I drank 6 beers. Just kidding.
Sam, take a breath or two. I think I'm probably around 6, if not more.
Yeah, I have a passion. This is why I'm announcing my run for presidency right now on this channel.
I'm going to vote for you.
In 2032? No, wait. When can I run? I don't know. Sometime in the near future.
Oh yeah, what are you gonna run for? Your life?
I will make DBO the alcohol, and tobacco, and firearms leader. What do you call that? Attorney General. I'm making the Attorney General. President of the ATF.
You mean you mean you're not going to abolish the ATF? I would abolish the ATF.
Oh no, stop! Now we got an argument. Now you're getting an argument out of me. I like the ATF.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
I like the ATF because of their history of enforcing the law, man. You got to stop people who are going to be blowing us up. They stop people from blowing people to fuck up.
You sound like Joe Biden. No, I'll abolish the ATF because DBO will do a horrible job with it, and it'll give me an excuse to do away with it.
I got friends of mine who are special agents, snipers in the ATF. They got to keep their job now. They do a good job keeping us safe.
They can get another job.
They can find another job. I'm sorry. I don't think it's important for these people that go around doing this shit. Oh, I want to keep my job. No, you find another fucking job, asshole. That's the way I gotta look at it.
Well, what I'm talking about is what about when there's a bomb threat? They're the ones you call. They're the experts in bombs and machine guns and shit with biker gangs and selling meth. They're the guys you send in.
They're the people.
Who's going to fight the methamphetamine dealers with heavily armed if you don't have ATF?
I guess I don't mind them doing certain things like that, but when they're harassing a kid for going online, looking at some kind of modification for a gun, just looking it up.
No, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. Okay, you got my. Okay, that's bullshit.
But I mean, yeah, I understand what you're saying. I mean, I think it would be kind of dumb to just abolish it altogether. But I don't know. Some people might not agree with me. I mean, there's some branches of the government that might need to go. If we're going to have a limited government, we got to get rid of the growth that we've created. And that's what I believe in. So you got to make cuts somewhere.
Well, look, I believe that we should never be able to spend more money than we take in. And I just don't know. Look, I got to balance my budget at home. And I don't know how the hell these government guys just keep throwing away money. This is the conservative in me that we don't have. How can you keep giving? And they're giving away money to these other countries. Oh, my God. I know I'm preaching to you guys this easy points right now.
What makes sense about what's going on in Ukraine with them sending them money? It doesn't make any sense to me.
Why? Well, we done gave them enough. I think it's enough is enough.
Or what about Israel? Are we giving them, was it $3 billion a year or something like that? Are we doing that?
But I will say this: if we can get
nothing compared to what we're giving Ukraine.
But we've been giving them $3 billion for a lot of years.
Yeah,
we should stop.
Giving Israel money for a lot of years. That's true.
Sam, I got to tell you, if we can get rid of, this is what I told DBO first time we met. If we can get rid of the Russian army and let them sons of bitches give their lives, why not give them a few bucks to go ahead and just throw themselves at the Russians and chew them all up? And it won't cost one American life. We give them a few bucks to do that. That's how I see it.
Well, I don't exactly see it like that because I'm not against Russia in this situation.
Oh, my God. You should be a conservative against the commies. They've been that way for 50 years. That's why I don't understand how we as liberals are for the Ukraine and you guys are for the Russians. We can't be for the Russians. They're a mob, man. They're not good people.
I'm for neither.
This thing called social media, and on this social media, I know people in Russia, and by seeing what's going on in Russia, I've noticed that over the years they've become more of a democratic society instead of a communist society. We're becoming the communists. It's an old idea. The old idea is it's an old idea. It's an old idea. It's a boomer idea that has to go. And I give my friend shit about this. Russia's not the bad guy just because they were commies 50 years ago. They've been changing, and the whole thing collapsed. The USSR is gone, Let it go. Admit time to move on. And I will say that Zelensky and all these people in the Ukraine, they're more like fascists, and I think they're more dangerous. Because this all started because it was, and I told people this from the beginning. This all started because there's a civil war going on in the Ukraine. And they broke a treaty they had with Russia, and Russia got involved because they had every right to. People don't want to believe it. You believe Russia's the boogeyman. I don't know.
Well, the thing was is that before this, conflict or whatever you want to call it, there was literally before that, the media across the world was talking about Ukrainian the Nazi problem in Ukraine, and then all of a sudden now we're supposed to support these people. It's like what? It's like what the hell? It's like we were calling them Nazis last week, and now we're supporting them. It's like,
well, I was telling people this before they started paying attention to it. They started paying attention to it. They realized, okay, this isn't good. Ukrainian government had a history of money laundering and sex trafficking. People are noticing that now, and we're sending them all this fucking money. No, no way, dude.
But Sam, they're killing each other instead of us dying to get their army gone. That's the only thing. Look, I play Risk. You know what I mean? And the bottom line is, if they're chewing each other up, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. That's Machiavellian.
Something about that. They're not just killing each other. Here's the thing. Did they get cluster bombs like Biden wanted to send them? Because according to Jen Psaki, cluster bombs are that's a criminal offense. It's a war crime. Did Biden get to send Ukraine cluster bombs? Because they can kill their own citizens by using those. If Trump did it, all hell would break loose. So it's like, yeah, these fucking people, they're killing their own people. They don't fucking care. I'm taking a side. I'm taking Russia's side. That's all I'm saying. I know this government is corrupt as fuck, and we're the problem. We're sending them all that fucking money to protect biolabs in Ukraine, by the way. That's what we're doing. Because all the dirty little secrets are there. Why else would they risk committing a war crime? Why else would they take billions of taxpayers' money to arm these guys? Their butt is on. Putin's going to discover what they fucking got. I hope. I hope he does.
Sorry, I'm DMing in Discord right now.
I love America. I love what America stands for. I don't love our current fucking government. That's our problem. Anybody that thinks I'm anti-American for not supporting the fucking government's a moron. I will say that. Then again, I'm just getting worked up.
It's okay. It's okay.
That's my issue. I get worked up and I say shit, and they're worried I'm going to say something to get them in trouble. And I'm cutting myself off right now.
It's all good, man. I think you got to speak your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Empathy is one of the only truly valuable currency of the human race, and the only thing that can save us from the precipice. Jesus, Stevie. Of this disastrous cliff we are dancing on the.
What the fuck?
Joe.
Did you
This guy's got a good vocabulary.
He does. I clearly do not.
Oh, you do. It's
Did
all
you say
right.
empathy, DBO? I didn't hear that. What was that?
Are you watching the chat, Sam?
No, I'm not.
People are saying all
probably
kinds of
autistic.
stuff.
Oh, I don't know about what empathy. I don't know what anybody that talks about empathy. If that's what he's talking about, I don't know about that.
Well, that's a pretty profound statement he just put on there. Good job, man.
I mean, I think people should be empathetic, but I also noticed a trend. People that demand empathy don't want to show any empathy.
Yeah.
But
I got a good buzz going. Anyway, just to say.
Yeah, I mean, I actually think we could probably maybe not get rid of the problems, but get along better if we showed more empathy to each other.
Amen.
I think that's something I think we probably do lack right now because everybody's so angry about what's going on.
Why don't the rich just give up their money?
Amen. Let's take their effing money. I'm just kidding.
They can if they want, but that's their choice, isn't it? See, some of them do. How much they got to give?
Yeah, the rich aren't just going to give up their money. That's not the way it works here. We're capitalists.
Hey, DBO, that's some kind of liberal idea. The rich just have to give up their money. What the F is that? I'm supposed to be preaching that.
I mean, that's kind of funny. A lot of people that want to have that happen are actually people that think that money is going to solve problems. It's not. And they are seriously some of the most liberal people out there that believe that shit.
Hey, well, I'll tell you this. I married a girl from Kansas, and she made me so happy that no money could ever change anything. So I had to go all the way to Kansas to get a decent chick.
Yeah, I mean, I just kind of find it funny that a lot of these guys are very hypocritical when it comes to money. You know, I've heard them say to me before, "Well, it's only money. Do you want to pay for it?" No. Or like, you know, the situation where they're like, you know, the rich should have to give up their money. Oh, really? What problems is that going to solve, though? I mean, it's not really going to solve any problems. You think money is going to be the solution to everything, yet again, money is not that important to you. So is it important or not? That's the thing. It's kind of weird. It's a contradiction they have with each other, within their beliefs.
Man. Get a lot. DMs. Holy shit.
Gamer, man, you got some ideas, man. I can't even, it's hard for me to read that stuff. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I understand. I agree. Oh my God. What are you, a Vulcan or something?
Who, me?
No, gamer.
Oh, sorry. Yo, what's up, man? How's it going? Yeah, join the new Discord. The old one is gonna get, I wouldn't say shut down because I think only the owner or administrator could shut it down.
Yeah.
So what's gonna happen is
abandoned.
I'm just gonna have the moderators. We're gonna tell everybody to come to the new one, and then we're just gonna start kicking people out.
And then the mods are gonna abandon
Yeah.
leave it. So it's
And
basically dead.
It's just we're gonna kick everybody out, and then we're eventually just gonna abandon it. Because like my old account was the administrator. It was the owner. It had the powers. I could do stuff, my new account has none of that in the Discord. So I can't do, you know what I'm saying here. So I had to just create a new one, man. I have to start over. You know what it's like. Glockwork is going to join us, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Holy
right.
shit, that was loud as fuck.
Hello.
You're loud as fuck.
Mr.
Am I loud?
No, I'm joking.
Hey,
just making a
don't fucking
joke.
start with me.
Hello, Mr. Glock.
How you doing, boys? How you fucking doing?
Come on, Lennox, join the club. Get in here. It's been a long time. Get in here. Hang out. Don't be a biatch. I used to hang out with him quite a bit. Like we've hung out and had a lot of conversations before.
So what are the fun subjects tonight, my lads?
Transgender.
Yeah, when we were transitioning to this
Well-
Discord earlier.
I'd be honest with you. I'd say we just don't even talk about that one.
Okay, skip it. I was just
Twitch
kidding. I was just trying to be controversial.
Twitch is real
Yeah, sorry.
sensitive, and I think a lot of the people here in this particular conversation are gonna have opinions that Twitch is not
DBO,
gonna
you
like.
don't have to worry about it. You don't have to worry.
What if we talked about transmissions in vehicles?
Yes. Like that transmission in that Dodge Charger that ran over that chick.
Yeah.
That had a good transmission in it.
Yeah.
It will not fit in my fucking Ford, though. I don't know why.
Damn, I didn't even get a smile out of DBO on that one. I'm trying to get a smile out of you.
I'm looking.
DBO's a little worried right now.
I'm multitasking. I got
Okay.
Conversations in the chat going on.
There's all kinds of stuff going on.
I mean, Mega Man's right. There's automatic and there's manual.
Yeah, it's almost like there's a binary of transmissions. There's really only two. And you know what? I could drive both.
Heck,
Me too.
Actually, just like reality, there are very small amounts of that are like manual automatics.
I'm old enough to drive both.
Electrics don't have what?
They don't have transmissions.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
How does the? All right, hold on.
It's just a motor.
Huh.
It's an electric motor.
Yeah, but the transmission is what pushes the motor forward. That's the driving mechanism of.
But the motor in an electric car is actually it's a direct drive motor. Like it's connected to the wheels, basically. It's in line with the wheels. Direct
Zuckus
drive.
is right, and Zuckus, I have not heard anything good about CVTs. Continuous,
Yeah, there we go.
various trades, whatever it is. I have heard
Yeah, those
nothing good.
those are horrible transmissions. They're on the spectrum.
Yeah, I've heard nothing good about it.
Yeah, nothing good. They're horrible.
Jesus Christ. You have to parrot everything he says?
What? Fuck you.
Ah,
I mean,
Don't-
fuck, man.
Go fuck
what?
yourself.
What? Well, you know what? You know why he's agreeing with me? It's because
No, it's not.
It's because
that
I'm
he's
correct.
It's not that he's agreeing with you. He's parroting everything.
What? No,
like-
I said yeah. Horrible. I didn't.
Okay, sorry. I'm a little drunk, Stack. I'm not trying to attack you. I like you, Stack. I like you. I'm just drunk right now.
Sam, it's all coming out now. Now I'm starting to see the light.
Hear the gas.
Fuck.
Linux, you can hang out. We're not like you don't have to stop being a bitch and join.
Hey, Pub mentioned horror flicks. Transmissions are a big problem in horror flicks.
See, we're currently talking about.
They don't work all the time.
See, we're not talking about politics right now. We're talking about cars. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now horror flicks. So.
I think I've talked to Glockwork before. I think he works for Siegel. Wink, wink. He's a Siegel agent like me.
What is a seagull? I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what seagull means.
Nice.
Just fucking around. Saying
They're asshole birds that I wish would go extinct.
Oh, are you trying to say like I'm a Fed? I'm a glowy boy?
No,
Siegel's just a troll.
he's a troll. Like
Oh,
he
wait.
literally came on. One time came on camera on my
Wait,
stream.
have we talked?
Wearing a
He's like
white
a next
hood.
level troll. He's like above any of us plebes or peasants. He's on another level.
No, but honestly, have me and you talked before?
Who and who?
Me and you.
I've talked to Glockwork Orange. Yeah.
When? I'm not gonna lie, man. I don't.
It's been It's probably been late last year since I talked to you.
What the
That's
fuck?
been a while.
During
Oh, I
when?
remember you from DBO's Discord before, like before I left or shortly after I left or something.
He's only been in DBO's Discord for like a few months.
Okay, well it must have been it must have been early in the year instead of late last year, something like March. I don't really
Maybe.
know.
I don't know.
I've talked to him
Probably
before.
March. About what? What did we discuss? That's what interests me.
I don't know, but I remember trolling DBO one time under a different account, and you were laughing your ass off at what I was saying, and this was just a couple months ago or so, like a few months ago, I guess.
I don't know.
And
man.
then
I
you were
drink-
like, "What is your problem with-" you were like defending me to telling DBO, "What's his problem with this guy? Why are you so upset with him?" He's like, "Oh, you don't know. We got a history with each other."
Wait,
See?
what?
See, Sam? That right there.
What? That's
Wait,
what I gotta watch. That's what I gotta not do.
Are you talking about when I passed out on DBO's
can't-
stream?
You can't be banned, Linux. It's a brand new server.
The only time I ever wait, are you Sam? Are you the Sam?
Yeah.
He's the only Sam.
Okay, the only
He is-
reason I know
He is
her-
Sam, just Sam.
Okay.
Yeah.
The only reason I know of
Sleepy
a Sam
DBO
is
let him
DBO. The only reason I know of a Sam is because Sam and DBO had some issues. I don't know what happened. I
Yeah,
passed out on
If you're
DBO's
calling
stream.
me
I
the
was
Sam,
ignored.
you're just feeding my ego by calling me the Sam. It makes me think that people talk about me a lot, but they probably don't.
I
Well,
mean,
probably
Sam, he had a huge
Uh,
problem with
well,
being sleepy.
now
He hated
I
us.
just,
I don't know if
I'm
he still
drunk.
is.
I'm drunk. What's the drama? What happened between you
I
two?
want
No,
Sleepy
no,
again. I want Sleepy
no.
again. Well, we're not gonna rehash
We're not
it.
going there.
No.
Leave it alone. Let it go. No, I'm just kidding. I don't
Yeah, not doing it. Nope.
Yeah, we're not gonna rehash it. So, but I mean, it's like let's Sleepy get back in here. I miss Sleepy. Let's have Sleepy get in the
I think
Discord.
Sleepy's at
Chat.
work or something.
Sleepy's, he's quiet. That's a quiet little boy right there.
Sleepy does a lot of laundry. I've never met someone who does
He
that
does
much
do
laundry.
a lot of laundry.
Does
It's
he?
like it's like every other night. Like if you're on the street, if you're like chatting
Oh.
with him for like a week straight, like it's like every other day he's like doing
Yeah.
laundry.
Listen,
I think
that
he really enjoys doing laundry. That's the thing.
Yeah.
He likes it.
maybe
Yeah,
that's
Most people don't.
maybe that's his code word. See, maybe that's his code word.
There we go.
Oh yeah, that's
Okay,
true.
okay.
Could be.
And, like Sam, your code word is feeding the
Feed the
cat.
cat,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. His is
Yes.
doing laundry.
Sam would be
I'm
like,
doing laundry tonight. I can't do it because I'm doing laundry
I
tonight.
gotta go.
Yeah.
I gotta go get my laundry.
Sam's like, I'm feeding the cat, and Sam's gone for fucking half an hour or something. I'm like, what do you? I have 3 cats. It takes me 30 seconds to feed them. Feeding the cat? Yeah, okay, we know what that means.
Hello, everybody. It's been a long, long time.
Hey, hello,
Who the fuck
sir.
is
How
this
are
guy?
you?
Hello.
That's
How long
that's another guy. Be nice, you fuck.
No. I am nice. Sorry. I don't mean like who the
You're
fuck are you.
nice?
I mean like
That
who the
is-
fuck are you?
That is
Just wait.
Nesgasm, if I'm not mistaken.
It's Gotham Funkytron, 8-Bit Kid, 8-Bit
Funkytron.
Verse.
Funkytron is what you're known as to me mostly. Yeah, Funkytron.
Yeah, Punkytron's the one that I remember. He changes his
Um,
name like every 6 months.
You got some funky jams to play or something, my guy?
He's a retro game streamer.
Oh, neat.
Oh, bass.
Oh, well.
All right.
I don't stream no more. I just
No,
been doing
he's
other
not
stuff.
based, but he is a retro game streamer,
I'm gonna have to turn you way up, Mr. Tron, because
which is kind of based.
you're really low.
I could hear him.
I'm telling you what, I'm going to be streaming some games this month in October, man. I'm going to stream some classic, like retro stuff.
Funkytron is still around. So I actually got him to join tonight. I haven't talked to him in like how long, Funkytron?
Over a
That-
year.
No, definitely over a year. Probably 2 years. It's been a
I
while
take
since I've
notes
talked
because
to
I
him.
can't remember, so I write everything down. That's why I know. I'm taking notes on everybody.
Lowy.
That's what I was gonna say.
Well, I am 14 years old, so
Well, lucky for you. Lucky for you guys, I can't read my own handwriting. So ha. Joke's
oh,
on
you
me.
got that? You got
Well-
that chicken scratch?
Definitely.
I haven't streamed in like 3 years, so
Yeah,
Why
I
you
definitely
quit streaming,
have
my
chicken
guy?
scratch.
damn. I'm thinking the last time I was in here was, I think it was me, DBO, and I forgot his name, Shomo.
Shlomo.
So wait, he
Whatever
can say
that guy's name
Shlomo,
is.
but I can't say Goy? What a fucking joke.
Based Israeli
What is it?
Shlomo.
No. There's a guy. His name is Shlomo. That's what he goes by.
Yeah, never mind. I won't.
He's like legitimately like as Jewish as you can get, probably, isn't he?
Yeah. He lives in Israel.
Yeah, it's just like you can't get more Jewish than Shlomo.
No
Yeah.
fucking way. I
True.
don't believe that for a second.
That is true.
Well, at least for this Discord, you can't get more Jewish than that.
Yeah,
I don't know what that means.
I don't know. It means
Listen,
what it
like
means.
he does. Yeah, no, he lives in Israel. He's a.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Is that shocking that I know a guy that lives in Israel? That's
No,
like-
not necessarily.
Yeah,
not,
it is
not,
really
not,
actually very shocking.
not necessarily, just other aspects, I guess, of certain things. But
I think it's great that you
mean-
and him get along so well. That you're buddies. He's a nice guy to play games with and stuff.
He's a right wing guy.
Kinda, yeah. Not right wing entirely, but mostly, I guess.
DBO, I love you. My tongue is being bent off right now.
That's good. That's good for you because I'd hate to move you out of the voice channel.
Oh, how rude.
Yeah.
It's just like me and Shlomo and DBO should get together and play some Path of Exile. Who wants to play Path of Exile?
I love
Anyone
that game.
can.
I love that game.
I honestly
Yeah,
would
dude.
not mind playing a game of Civilization with everyone.
Oh, Path of Exile is
Wow.
gonna be much better.
Sam, you're after my own heart, buddy. I love
After-
PoE.
How come?
After-
How bad Diablo 4 was? I don't know. I'm kind of taking a break from that fucking.
Oh, it looks kind of good to me, but I'm thinking this Path of Exile. I've seen videos of the second one. Looks really good. When I get my computer, that's the first one I'm gonna get. First game I'm gonna get.
That
Now, maybe
no.
not.
is
Hey,
like
Glock.
an investment. Yeah, what's up?
You still playing your game of the year?
Remnant 2, I'm waiting for DLC. Then I just beat Mortal Kombat 1. Now I'm playing Eliza P. I mean, I have easily spent probably two grand this year on new games.
You're a normie gamer, dude. Jesus, you buying this shit new. You're spending too much money.
Nah, I fucking love it though. Only physical though. Don't buy that shit digital.
Hey, I agree with you, man. I'm with you on that.
Especially after you saw the COVID numbers of some of the shit that went up. Entertainment always
It's kinda
increased
funny.
during a pandemic.
The real old boomers are now like they're into digital shit, and it's like now that's like we're rebelling. The youthful generation, such as myself, right? We're rebelling against that and wanting physical now again.
Dude, physical is where it is
Say,
at.
call
I'm
yourself
telling you right
youthful?
now.
Come on,
Right?
I sure as fuck did. I am young at heart, motherfucker.
But you're in
I'm-
your 40s. That's not youthful.
Forever young Rod Stewart, man. I was born in '76.
Okay.
Forever young.
Jeez.
I prefer CDs actually, personally. Like
Hey,
The whole
base,
era
right there a
of-
bit.
the whole era
Actually,
of DLCs and cost, pay to win. No, not pay to win, but like pay to like add-ons and skins. I don't know. I just don't understand. I'm
Yeah.
a physical, like
Yeah.
even NES. Like I wish I could get every NES game. I do want to get. It, but
Oh
it's
yeah,
expensive.
and then you see there is certain games I buy twice. Buy the physical, keep it sealed, put it in a box. Don't touch it. I'll get it graded. Boom. Make fucking money in the future. You already saw that
hell
happen.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
So I'm gonna
property,
get.
man. It's your property. I just get tired of these libertarians and another channel saying, "Oh, yeah, we believe in property rights, but we love digital." Sucking that.
I'm gonna go ahead and call most of you guys out. Why is none of you guys got your cameras on?
My camera is currently hooked up to my PlayStation 5.
You guys know this is Twitch. Everybody likes to have, see who's talking.
You know why I don't have mine on?
I know you don't have yours on because you look like Shrek. But
Right, I'm ugly.
but Stack
it's
has a
possible
camera.
that-
Stack has a camera. Ness has a camera. PUBG has a camera. Glock has a camera.
I have a camera that does not hook up to a phone.
Wait, what?
Bro, do you not realize how I stream my shit?
Fuck.
What's he doing?
What?
Did he
What
leave?
happened?
What the fuck are you doing?
I don't know.
He got kicked out of his own Discord.
He kept. Why are you
Again.
posting this shit? God damn it! Fucking Killer Steven.
Oh
Why-
my god.
why- there
Who
it
is that? Who is that?
That's me.
Yeah, who
He
are
does
you
look
then?
like Shrek. Look at that.
Which one is that?